live? Are we live? Just wait till we're definitely live. It says I've been live for 30 seconds, but there's nothing on this screen. I'm just going to ignore that for now. There we are. We're live. Wicked. What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's stream. It's another bit of a filler stream, I'm afraid. I didn't forget this week. I actually opted voluntarily not to bother doing the usual blues tab this week. Because I got a lot of shit going on, but I will get to that very soon. So I'm going to give you an update on what's been going on, how it affects the channel, how it relates to the channel, and I'm going to do maybe a few more little meme songs just to pass a bit more time so that we've definitely done something in this week's live stream. So let's get rid of this down here because I do not need that. So you might remember I was struggling with Thomas the Tank last time. Well, I remembered to find the chords on this iPad, and I wrote them down on here so I don't have to fuck about doing that this time. Okay, so we lose YouTube there. And don't forget, you can find us on Streamlabs. If you want to see a name pop up, subscribe. You can become a member. I still don't really know what that means. Or you can donate a message of your choosing, and I will read it out loud because I'm on an iPad, and for some reason iOS will not make alert noises or do text-to-speech. So yeah, we're looking to change that in the future. So what have I got to tell you this week? Well, in all honesty, I am at a juncture in my life right now, and I've got the opportunity to do something that I enjoy for a living probably for the first time ever. And so you may remember a few weeks ago I said I was back to work. I've been off for 6-7 months. And yeah, beginning of the month, started back there. I lasted less than 2 weeks before I packed it in again. I'm not going to say any more about that, but the position I'm in now is that I've sort of got to thinking about what I'm going to do that's going to be a job that doesn't like destroy me inside like the previous ones have done. And I was reminded by a guy I know who's also into guitar of something that people have asked me about for a very long time, probably 15-20 years almost, and that is actual guitar lessons. So this guy I know, Terry, awesome bloke, he wanted to know a little bit about his scale work and how to improve, and he asked me would I give him some lessons, get back to him on it. And I got to thinking, you know, he's not the first person who's asked me that. In the past sort of 10 years alone, there's been countless people who've said, oh, would you give me a lesson? I'm usually like, well, I'm not really a teacher, so maybe sometime, whatever. I've not really paid it any mind. So in the coming weeks, that's precisely what I'm going to aim to develop. So it's going to be local lessons. So most of the audience here on YouTube, it's not going to relate to you guys at all, but it is going to help me probably in becoming a better YouTube guitar teacher by being an actual physical one-on-one guitar teacher. So I guess it's going to be under the name Regulus. Regulus what? I don't know. Regulus Guitar School, Regulus something. But yeah, I'll be offering it in the local area. If you live in my local area, you're going to know that already because you'll be watching the channel because I've asked you to. If you don't, I'm not going to tell you where my local area is, not just yet. I don't want to be doxxed, so... but yeah, so how this is going to affect the channel, I don't know. The past week or so, this week really, I've been trying to stick with a schedule, an uploading schedule that I would probably be able to manage if I was doing a couple days a week teaching as well. So it should sort of fit hand in hand with the channel, I mean subject matter especially, but the amount of time I need to allocate for, you know, editing, coming up with what we're going to do in the live stream or whatever, individual videos are going to be coming up, and at the same time doing lesson plans for guitar. So it should balance out quite nicely. I'm going to have to put a lot of legwork in these next sort of coming months. It's kind of scary, but hopefully I should be able to make something good out of it. So that's the update, is that I'm not really turning over a new leaf, but I'm taking a step into the unknown in terms of employment in order to avoid unemployment. So yeah, anyone watching this who knows me personally and you want a guitar lesson, just hit me up. You know where I am. You'll have my Facebook profile. Alternately, you can just use the Regulus profile on Facebook, Twitter, or where else are we? I think that's it really. Anyway, that out of the way. So I just thought I'd let you all know that is what's happening going forward. And I don't know, hopefully it may bring a bit more credibility to the channel if I'm actually teaching people in the real world. So it's not going to be a very long live stream tonight, guys. I just literally wanted to do that and maybe do a couple of little memes. So where do we begin? I think I should probably tune up. I was playing it earlier, but I think it might be a bit out of tune. So anyone who is interested in guitar lessons, what I'm aiming to do is sort of tailored lessons for all ages, all skill levels. It's not just going to be blues. Been looking at the curriculum. Here in the UK we got something called rock school, or at least when I was growing up that's what it was. I think it's the same, it's got the same name now, but it's essentially run by I think Trinity College, who do sort of music education. And if you're a music student, or you know, you can enter yourself into an exam with them, and you get your grades. You know, that's what people mean when they say they're a grade 8 guitarist or whatever. That's the highest grade you get with rock school, and other, I think it's RSL. Either way, I've been looking into what their curriculums are and what I can offer students. So I'll be doing it to several standards, including, you know, my own. I'll be using the resources that I've used to teach myself music over the years. So, memes. Great way to forget about all that stuff. So, I had the intro down last time for Thomas the Tank, and that goes, and remember we're in Spanish tuning still. I'm actually in flatted Spanish tuning, so as usual. So I need this on the 1st fret. So if you saw that live stream last week and you thought it was been a bit of a cock tease with Thomas the Tank, here is the rest of the song. So it's, you got that E chord, E major chord to start with, and that's 1st string, 2nd fret, open 2nd string, 1st fret of the 3rd string, 2nd fret of the 4th, which is E. Then the E dominant 7, you just take off that ring finger to make an open 1st string. Then C sharp minor, keep that index finger where it is, and put your middle and ring fingers on the 2nd fret of the 1st and 2nd strings. And don't play the 4th string because that is D, not C sharp. And then it's back to the E, and then we go G flat, which is the 4th fret, sorry, you bar it on the 4th fret, and then ring finger on the 6th fret, middle finger on the 5th fret, and pinky finger again on the 6th fret. So that's your G flat. So take off your pinky finger to get G flat dominant 7. And then, I'm not sure what the chord is for this, but I do a little bit of work down here. So it's open 2nd string, 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and then you go between those 2 notes a couple of times. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times, starting on the open 2nd string, and then alternate 7 times, 3rd string, 3rd fret. Then 2nd fret of the 2nd string, and then back to open 2nd string, and then I'm not sure which fret that is. 9th fret? Yeah. Then 9th fret on the 1st and 6th strings. Now, this is what I couldn't remember. So the chords for the main bit of Mr. Dank Engine. So you start off the first 4 bars with E major, then C, so you can either do that by changing your index finger from the 3rd string 1st fret to the 2nd string 1st fret, or you can bar the 5th string to the 1st string at the 5th fret. So E, then C. Sorry, that's C, then C. F sharp minor, so you want a bar on the 2nd fret, then ring finger 4th string 4th fret, pinky finger 4th fret of the 1st string, F sharp minor, and then B, so you want a bar 4th fret 5th string to the 1st string, and you do that whole bit twice, and then on the 2nd bit you may want to hold it this way, so play 5th, 4th, 3rd on the 4th fret, but hold your index finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string as well, and then you can lift your little finger off and alternate, do a bit of a trill. So that's F sharp minor, B, F sharp minor, and then that B held like that, and then it's G7, so G7 is all open except the 1st string, which is the 3rd fret. So F sharp minor, B, F sharp minor, B, G7, and then to C, and there's a little bit of a bass run there. You could actually do that open 5th string a bit easier probably. So that's G7 to C, and then you can do open 5th string, 2nd fret of the 5th string, 3rd fret, and then it's 4th fret, change to the G7 again. So you want to go 5th fret, 4th, 1st string 3rd, and then use the open, sorry, 5th, yeah, sorry, I'm getting so confused, and then you want to use the open 4th string as the alternating bass line, so it's the 4th fret of the 5th string and then open 4th string, and then we go back to C then, so it's So 2nd fret of the 5th string, 4th fret of the 5th string, and then you're probably best doing the just bar across all 6 strings, because then you can alternate. So let's look at that in total. So the intro: E, E dominant 7, no, E, E dominant 7, C sharp minor, E, G flat, G flat dominant 7, 9th fret, I'm not sure what that is, B, yeah, it's B, and then for the main bit, E, C, F sharp minor, B, F sharp minor, B, G7, and then C. And then, so it's 2 bars of C, and then you do C dominant 7. So where were we going with that? Sorry, I missed the whole little bass run there. So start from the beginning of the main bit. So E for 4 bars. Sorry, 2 bars, and then C for 2 bars. 1 bar F sharp minor, 1 bar B, 1 bar F sharp minor, 1 bar B, and then you do a sort of between the 3rd and 4th frets of the 3rd string, and then it's 4th fret of the 5th string, 3rd fret of the 1st, open 4th string, and then it's, so we want to play a C at the same time of this, so I suppose it would be, no, you can't redo it, so you just have to do the bass line. So 4th fret of the 5th string, 3rd fret of the 1st, open 4th, then 2nd fret of the 5th string, back to that 4th fret, and then you want to bar 5th to the 1st or 6th to the 1st on the 5th fret, and then you do another little straight down 1 semitone at a time, and then it's F. So F is essentially, well, it's 1 fret up from E, so we look at that E, move it up 1 fret, and then that open string, the 2nd string, we put a finger down on the 1st fret. And then back to that. So it's C/E, and that's kind of what this chord is, the one that's similar to E. It's a C with E as the bass note. And then D minor, which is bar the first 3 strings at the 2nd fret, and then play the 3rd fret for the first 2 strings with open 4th string. Then back to that C/E, and then D minor again, and then C. So 5th fret, 5th string to the 1st string. So that should be G7, my bad. No, that was right the first time. So that's our first meme song, Thomas the Tank. If you want to know the chords, just go back on the DVR, that's why it's there. Moving on, we've got don't know, this would this be too low to do this? Okay, so if you didn't recognise what it was, that is Beavis and Butthead, and that actually, I don't know if because Mike Judge, the guy who made Beavis and Butthead, wrote the theme song, and I'm pretty sure he performed the theme song as well. Wrote the theme tune, sung the theme tune, you know how it goes. And whether or not he'd have played in open, like Spanish tuning, I don't know, but it works really well with Spanish tuning, so I'm going to show you how we do that. If you've been following along, you should recognise a lot of these positions. So mostly got the open G there, so G minor pentatonic scale, and we're just going to work with these 3 treble strings for the moment. So 5th and 3rd, 6th and 3rd, 5th and 3rd, then 8th and 5th, 6th and 7th, and 5th and 8th there as well. So 8, 5, 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 3, 6, 3, 5. So it's open 5th, 8th fret of the 2nd string, 7th fret of the 3rd string, and you kind of play around there, but keep that as a bass note going. And then you move from the 8th fret there on the 2nd string down to the 6th. And then I think you play that combination there, the 6th on the 2nd string and the 7th on the 3rd string. Play that once, and then you alternate that position. So you keep that there, but with the different finger. So that's what, the 6th fret of the 2nd string, but then on the 3rd string you go down to the 5th fret. So and then you bring that ring finger in to play the 7th fret on the 3rd string, and then it's kind of this very similar to what we've just done there, but with slightly different timing. Ooh. That go. There we go. Right, so you've got the 8th fret of the 2nd string, 7th fret of the 3rd string, and you want to take that whole position down 2 frets. And then lift off that middle finger, so you're playing just the 5th fret, the 2nd and 3rd. And then you want to put that ring or whichever finger back on there at the 7th. So all together we've got and then the sort of rhythm bit that comes in after is just playing around with open, and then you're bending on. I like to double it up because you've got these these 4 strings at the top that just double. You've got your D, G, and then D and G again. So I like to do those sort of octave and bend. I'm not sure how many bars it is, but after a while you'll feel it when it changes. It goes back to the, so that's like a D7, I think. So I play kind of scuffed D7 in this Spanish tuning. So that's open first string, first fret of the second string, second fret of the third string, open fourth. I don't think it's really a D7, but it sounds okay. And you can use the sixth and the fourth strings as the bass notes there. So it starts there on the eighth. Sorry, playing the fifth string, not the sixth string bass. Pretty much, in fact that is how the rhythm goes for the rest of that song. And if you want to do the other bit, I think there's kind of a... So this position here where you've got the third and fifth, and then on the second string the third and the sixth. There's a lot of that sort of... sort of up to this position here where you've got sixth and eighth, where the intro is played. So there you go, that's Beavis and Butthead. To be honest, I'll probably do a full video on that sometime. I like doing my TV tropes and themes. So yeah, it's a good enough song. It's deserving of its own video sometime, so I'll do this properly sometime in the future. I don't know when, I don't know. So what else have we got? Getting back to memes. I missed a very potent meme last time round. Oh, and I've just noticed one I forgot to do, so I will write that down. We can come back to that. Alright, so recently viewed. So how does this go? Very simple sort of 3-chord song. If you didn't get what that was We Are Number One, Lazy Town, by, is it Stefan Karlsson? Stephenson, a Swedish guy, died recently, who was a living, now dead meme, I guess. But it's not a dead meme, it lives on, but the guy himself died, sadly. But yeah, very basic F minor shape, so that's just like that F sharp minor that we looked at with Thomas the Tank, so, but down 1 fret. So you want a bar on the 1st fret, 4th string 3rd fret, and 1st string 3rd fret, and there's your F minor. And then, when I looked at this first, I was playing D flat this way, and then C. But you can just as easily do barred from the 5th string to the 1st string, down. You know what, I'm just going to write in the description that we're in Spanish tuning, because I just realised anybody who just tunes in now is not going to have a clue and might be very friggin' confused. So, memes in open G. There we go. So I'll update the title. And memes in open G. Still in // open G tuning DGDGBD. Alright, there we go, so save that. And back to the live control room, as they call it, which is a bit of a, I guess it is a live control room, but there's not really much I can do in it. I can just see who's what, or not who's watching, but how many people watching, how long I've been streaming. Okay, so it's only been half an hour, and we've covered Thomas, Beavis and Butthead, and I've just started on We're Number One. So, if you want to know how to do that that intro there, so we're still Spanish tuning, as I said. 4th string, 3rd fret, then it's 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then you kind of do a bit of a trill, so open, hammer on, pull off between that and the 1st fret, and then it's 1st fret of the 3rd string, and then back to that 3rd fret, 4th string, and then you're pretty much just going between all of those positions. Change to this sort of shape here, so bar the 1st fret on the first 3 strings, and then 2nd fret on the 2nd string. So yeah, sorry, so you do it 1st fret, 3rd string, then 2nd string, and then you bring that finger in on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. So that's 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string, and then you alternate between that 1st and 2nd fret on the 2nd string. No? Yeah, and then it's 3 chords, so F minor, Spanish tuning F minor, then D flat is the 6th fret barred, down 1 semitone to C, and it pretty much repeats that, and there's another little bit that's a bit different, which they've got labelled as the pre-chorus. So B flat minor, so we take the A minor shape that you're used to in standard tuning, lose that 5th string because that's no longer an A, and put your pinky finger down on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So that gives you A minor. Now we move all that up 1 fret and you get B flat minor. So this is instead of the F minor for the pre-chorus. So 3rd fret of the 1st string, 2nd fret of the 2nd string, 3rd fret of the 3rd string, 3rd fret of the 4th string, and then C minor, which is that same shape but moved down, so you're on the 1st fret of the 1st, 2nd and 4th strings, and the 3rd string is open. So B flat minor, C minor, D flat, so you can do that on the 6th like that, and then E flat at the 8th, or you can play the open D, which is open 4th string, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, 4th fret of the 1st string, so that's D. Now E flat is 1 semitone up for all of those and lose the bass, and D flat is 1 semitone down, so E flat, D, D flat. So in this context it's B flat minor, sorry, C, D flat, E flat, or B flat minor, C, D flat, E flat, and then it's it's just back to that other one. And then they have what one of the books that I learnt music from, the guy calls a truck stop gear shift or something like that, where there are many different ways you can change key in a song, and some of them sound really nice, some of them sound kind of forced, and that's what this is. You essentially shift up a key by one semitone. So instead of playing F minor, D flat and C, you then play F sharp minor, D and C sharp. And it works in some instances, but he called it, I can't remember who, the guy, Wayne Chase maybe, he wrote the book How Music Really Works, and I recommend it. It's really good. It's what I'm going to base most of my curriculum on, to be honest. So yeah, just a simple modulation, changing key up one semitone, and you hear it in loads of songs. Sometimes they do two semitones, sometimes they keep going, so anyway, so that's that one taken care of. We've done 1, we've done 2, and we've done 3. What else can I do? I got another simple one for you. This one's a slide. Sticking with memes still. Now, I hope anyone who's watching this recognises that. No, I'm not going to say it. That is the Jackass theme, better known, or perhaps not better known as the Jackass theme, is actually Corona by Minutemen, and that sounds to me like it might already be in Spanish tuning. So the way you play that is open 1st and 2nd strings, open 4th string, and with your slide, you want to slide on the 2nd and 3rd strings from the 5th to the 7th fret, and keep playing that D bass, 4th string D bass, and then 7th fret 2nd string, 7th fret 3rd string, a little bit of vibrato, and then you want to run straight back down those chords we've just done. So 5th fret 2nd and 3rd, open 1st and 2nd, and then a new chord here, so 1st fret of the 2nd string, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then open 2nd and 3rd, so it's not open 2nd and 3rd, sorry, it's bass note 1st on the 5th string, and then open 2nd and 3rd. Alternating bass line on the 5th and 6th, and then you just play that riff again. I'm sure there's more to the song than that, but from what I remember, that's pretty much how it goes. So that's another one done, and that leaves the one that I forgot to look up, but I don't know what it is with me and kids theme tunes from my childhood. To be honest, Lazy Town wasn't really from my childhood, that's just a meme, but kids theme songs, I love them. So this one, I'm not going to say what it is, we'll see if, I have a very non-responsive chat, so no one in chat's gonna call it out, but listen and see if you get it anyway. Here we go. Better be on it here. The chords, highest rated version. A, D, C, E, G, and E7. So they are all chords we can do, and it's capo 3rd fret, so that's 4th fret for me. So A, D, C, E, G, and E7. All right. It's a little bit, maybe it needs to be higher up. How to get to Sesame Street. Sunny day, sweeping the clouds away. On my way to where the air is sweet. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? There we go, so that's one more. Now there was another one I was sort of playing with, and I forgot that I had the music for this. I didn't tab this myself. It's a Russian song, and it's not in. The app's gonna crash now. It's not in Spanish tuning on here, but I'm in Spanish tuning, so I'm gonna have to transpose it on the fly as we're doing it. So, I mean, I kind of do that all the time anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. So, forgive my pronunciation, but it's called Korobeniki. I speak a tiny bit of Polish. That's the closest I've come to knowing any Russian, apart from "co to bliat" or "da, niet." That's the limit of my Russian. So, Korobeniki, Peddlers, and starts off E7, and then it's got A minor, and then E7, A minor, D minor, A minor, A7, A minor. And I'm pretty sure that that is the main bit. There's not much else to it, so let's try that. Absolutely butchering the timings there. So it's E7, 1st fret of the 3rd string, 2nd fret of the 4th string, and then it's 1st fret of the 2nd, 3rd fret of the 2nd, 2nd fret of the 1st, A minor, so that's 2nd fret of the 1st, 3rd and 4th strings, 1st fret of the 2nd, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, 2nd fret of the 1st string, then 3rd fret of the 2nd string and 1st fret, then back to that E7, and then 1st fret of the 2nd string up to the 3rd fret, and then 2nd fret, 1st string. So you're mostly going with that A minor, and then 2nd fret of the 3rd string twice. So I'm not too, I can read tab just fine, but I really struggle with sheet music, and I've known how to read sheet music for far longer than I can read a tab. I just really struggle with it. So I think maybe this is like some intro that's not quite the same as the usual. And it's the D, so bar at the 2nd fret, first the trebles, second fret of the treble strings, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then 3rd fret with those 2 fingers there on the 1st and 2nd strings, open 4th string. So we play the chord, and it says 3rd fret, 5th fret, so we know, because we're in Spanish tuning, that's 5th fret, 7th fret. So, and then back to the 3rd or 5th, and then down to the actual 3rd, and then A minor again. So then it's 3rd fret of the 1st string, 2nd fret of the 1st string, and then you got that 3rd and 1st on the 2nd string. E7, 1st and 3rd on the 2nd, and 2nd on the 1st. A minor again. Okay. I think that might be. Does anybody want me to do the rest of that? Because there is more to it. I mean, it says there's 3 more pages. I didn't think there was that much more to it. Maybe we'll do the end of that page. So that's basically that. So, Korbeniki. Aye. So I'm gonna call it a night there, guys. It's only been 50 minutes, I know, but I did say it's gonna be a short one tonight. So, if you want to stay up to date with what we're doing, Regulus Recording Co on Facebook, Regulus Blues here on YouTube, Regulus Blues on Streamlabs. We are Regulus_music on Twitter, and I think that's pretty much the limit of our social media presence. So, if you enjoyed the video, or you've been watching any of the other videos, you've been enjoying it, you've been feeling it with the blues, memes, please do leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll be back. When's the next day I'm uploading? Thursday, so Saturday I will be doing, maybe Saturday, maybe Monday, we'll be doing the history video for Catfish Blues based on the live stream from a whole 2 weeks ago now. So yeah, I'm a little bit behind. But yes, next week, Catfish Blues, and live stream wise, hopefully we'll be doing Feel Like Going Home, Muddy Waters, and the following week I've got another one lined up after that as well. So stay tuned. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. How do I turn this off?